rolling.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, this was way too quick with the introduction. Okay.
Okay.
So essentially, what today's video will be about is essentially three guys from both the Fate and Umineko fandoms, like Nowsverse fandoms, and
Just arguing,
trying to
just
debate whether
debating
Featherween-
power scaling. just power
just
scaling in
engaging in
general,
some silly power scaling, where we're basically trying to discern that can Void Shiki, which has a connection with Akasha, beat Feathereen, or vice versa. And that's basically the premise of this video.
amongst other things, not just
Okay,
just.
can we all agree on something?
What?
Okay, can we all agree on something? Is there anyone besides Void Shiki that could actually do anything to Feathereen?
No.
Like if we're talking about
No.
like
No.
I don't think so. Like because what are the like
equal planes? I don't think so.
Not. I mean, not
Okay,
even
because-
Ort, who I could how I would think is just Ort.
Okay, because I have to ask something. Okay, for example, like
Okay,
Gilgamesh,
first-
do you guys know if he? Okay, but for example, like Gilgamesh, does he have Shakespeare's noble phantasm?
Okay, let's see here. Is he immune, weak to Enuma Elish?
Because like
Okay, hold up.
yeah,
I'm just gonna
because-
check one thing.
some noble phantasms, as I know them, are like conceptual. If I'm not mistaken, I think some of them pretty much are just conceptual noble phantasms, like Time Alter. You know, like
Also the- yeah,
Achilles.
Time Alter is an internal reality marble.
Yeah.
No, but or me, I don't fucking know.
It is an.
No,
it
but
is an-
what
it
I'm-
is a-
okay.
Okay, so
It's complicated. It's
he
really
is
complicated.
weak to Enuma Elish, so there goes that. Okay, so anyway, this is not just whether like Feathereen can beat Void Shiki. This is just power scaling Fate in general. It's what this episode is about.
Yeah.
Okay, but we can start off a bit of low level. But can we all agree that like, okay, one thing I think a lot of people get the misconception of is the fact that like Void Shiki technically has no feats, because in the
Yeah,
end
exactly.
of Karno Kyokai, essentially
She's-
what happens is that Void Shiki just appears for like the last 8 pages, and the only thing that's explicitly stated is that Void Shiki is a reflection of the root.
Yeah.
And you can find this on the wiki,
Which is
but
al- which is
essentially
also- which is
Void
also-
Shiki is the vessel to Akasha.
Which is
Which is
also
infinite, so
why
yeah.
we need a K&K sequel.
We do need that, but first we
We're-
need to get to Red Garden, and
Also, we're
then Alex can
okay.
crash
Okay,
out.
if the idea we for okay,
away.
Nasu, if you ever watch this, take notes. Idea for K&K is just
Red Garden Nasu.
okay. Anyway, it's like
Take my soul, please.
okay. Thoughts.
Sorry.
So it's like Ort awakens. Okay, hear me. Okay, Ort awakens, and then shit. Okay, bottom line, I want to see like just how Void Shiki fully works, and then so I guess like the only threat big enough for like Void Shiki to actually take shit seriously is just Ort. So thoughts?
Wait, give me a second. I'm writing down some notes. Give me a second.
Alrighty.
I will say that I myself am not too familiar on what Ort can do.
Oh boy.
So I'm going to not be able to partake in that part of the discussion as
Yeah.
much. But
Also like
I'll do my best with anything else that is referenced to in comparison to Ort.
Yeah. So okay. So basically,
Okay.
Ort is okay. So my understanding from Ort is from Lost Belt 7, which that version of Ort is nerfed. It's just a weaker version of PHH Ort. Is like what Lost Belt Ort is, but way stronger.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll try to describe what the fuck Ort is without spoiling Lost Belt 7.
This is kind of hard.
So basically, okay, so what he can do, like he can cut connections to the root.
Mhm.
So basically, and that also includes like removing servants from the throne.
Okay.
And okay, what else? He has like infinite, like he has like beyond the light speed. Okay, I'm trying to do it without spoiling Lost Belt 7.
Yeah,
Because
thank you.
Lost Belt 7 is like our primary source of like how fucking crazy Ort is.
Yeah, like other than that, we have like Kagetsu Toya, where they're like, Ort is a spider in Brazil, and they're like, okay,
Yep.
you know, like.
And it's great. It's great. Do you remember that shit, dude? I remember reading that. I was like, ain't no way
I haven't.
they included this like 30 years
read
prior to FGO. This is crazy foreshadowing.
I haven't read Kaget's Toya yet. If you could just provide me with
Don't worry, this
Bro,
is.
speak.
Okay, how long is it?
It is just a small tips. It is literally a line, a single line is about Ortiz discussion. Like
Okay,
line. I
I'm
read the
just-
entire Kagetsu for that line. It's so good.
Okay. And also, like Vasta, you should read.
No, okay, wait.
You should
Okay, but
read-
I want to bring up some points. Okay.
Okay.
No, I should. Okay. But can we all agree that the highest form of a power scaling is boundless? Like, there's no limit to the power. Like, it's basically omnipotence.
I
like,
mean, we
you know,
have- I mean,
Federine. Like, is there really like a limit to Federine's power technically, or is she just written in a way that she's boundless? Like,
Yes.
her
Correct.
power is infinite. Like, it's
Correct.
boundless. Like, it's just
It is
ridiculous.
absolutely-
The
Yeah.
only way you can think of like nerfing her is like
Yeah,
giving
yeah,
her writer's block, but even then she
Yeah,
can't
okay,
come
but
up
that's
shit
what I
with
want to
on
say.
the spot. She can't come up with
Okay,
shit
no,
on
no,
the
but
spot.
that's what I want to say. And this is where it gets interesting because Akasha, what Akasha produced, because one thing you also have to realize about Akasha is that everything you see in the Nasuverse is like 0.01% of Akasha. Like, Akasha is so absolute and infinite that like even the shit that's in the Nasuverse is like nothing in comparison. It's like an ant in an anthill. Like, it's nothing. And the things that Akasha has produced, like as just offspring, is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Just touching Akasha has produced things like time travel, multiverses, infinite timelines, like infinite
imagine how
possibilities,
fucking
and that's
powerful-
a fraction of its power,
Can you imagine
which
how
means that a
powerful, like,
fraction of the power Akasha created is boundless, which is the same power as Federine. But Akasha is somehow even higher than boundless because it can't even be explained. You know what I mean? So it's like everything you see in the Nasuverse, like running back in time, Toon Force, the fifth magic, the first magic, the archetypes, the types, like all the noble phantasm, anti-immortality, rewriting story, Toon Force, like everything you see in the Nasuverse is like 1% of like Akasha's power. And Akasha is somehow even more infinite than the highest level of power scaling.
The absolute fucking absurdity of Ort that I'm not going to explain too hard because
and what I'm also interested in is that like if Federine is the author and she stepped in the shoes of Nasu, would she be able to comprehend? Because Nasu has the absolute power because he's the author. He can write whatever he wants. But if the author of the story can't comprehend what the fuck he's writing, how could Federine do that?
I mean, that
we
is
have to also
argument.
we have to talk about what types of authors they are, because this is like getting into that type of.
Okay, now just getting into their head. It's like compare. Now that's we went from comparing like Void Shiki to Federine to like just straight up comparing like Ryukishi 07 to Nasu.
Void Shiki is essentially like Akasha, and that's why Void Shiki just doesn't do anything, because Void Shiki realizes that. Also, it's said in the end of Karano Kyokai that like Void Shiki gains like absolute omnipotence. Like, she could restart the entire multiverses on Earth and like recreate every life and cut every line of death like in an instant. Like, she's omnipotent.
Get wishes he was her.
Yeah, so she basically just doesn't do anything, because if she does anything, she fucks up everything, because she's just God.
She's just that
like,
powerful. Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Okay, so how do you compare like? Okay, Alex, you could do. Finish your sentence.
Yes, I feel like the thing is like, if Nasu, I don't think Federine necessarily needs to like. If we put Federine in the position of the author, like that is just a plane that is higher.
So no verse equalization.
Yeah.
So
if we are assuming she's the author, like in the sense that she's writing the events that are happening, she doesn't need to be able to comprehend to beat. One of her
she could just rewrite Akasha in a way so that she could comprehend.
That's also the issue that like I actually read this, like I asked around on some battle forums and stuff, and also another issue with this versus debate is that like
the issue with that is like
Akasha is the existence of all things. So basically what happens is that Federine exists because of Akasha, because Akasha is absolute in every reality. So like basically Federine rides under the laws of Akasha. Like without Akasha, Federine can't be. So then it's a question of like, could she technically, because if
Overcome
she
Akasha.
erases, her reality, then she wouldn't exist. Like, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
like
okay, that is
it's like an
actually
ornithological concept versus, like if it's really messy.
it's just an existential paradox essentially.
It's like kind of the nature where like if Featherine is in a universe above, does the root apply there, or does
Yeah,
is Featherine in a universe where the root applies? If Featherine in a universe where the root applies, and Shiki wins.
it's like replacing like Featherine
I
like
think she does
Nasu.
already exist.
It's just okay. Well, the question is like with the in the Nasuverse, like so does Nasu is Nasu himself considered like a part of the Nasuverse, or is he like above the Nasuverse? Beyond.
That's the thing. Like,
Nasu has appeared in the Nasuverse. Like that's a like.
I don't think he has.
Not
Has he?
in official canon stuff, but in non-canon stuff, Nasu has appeared. So like we can't really take into account anything from there. There is the what's called Taikmun Gakuen where Nasu appears as a character, and he's seemingly omnipotent there.
Okay, so
it's like wait, and he has Shiki in there. Like if we take that, whatever. Well.
Oh yeah, Taikmun Gakuen like Fate School Live.
Yeah.
My memory on that isn't the clearest, and I haven't fully read it. I've only read as far as I could without encountering stuff from entries I haven't gone through yet, such as prototype. But I think like as it kinda comes down to it, I think Shiki would generally win, unless it is the case where Featherine exists in a world without the root and is the author writing down. That's kind of the position I'm in.
If we put Featherine,
but that's the issue. Like if Akasha exists, it's absolute. Like Akasha overwrites everything. So it's like. But then you have to ask, like, if Federine can go out of her story and get on like a 4D level as in our world and start writing there, like it's like.
I mean,
because then she would also write herself out of her story.
That's exactly why I brought up if Nasu ever appeared in like main canon material, because that is the exact same thing as like Ryukishi and Featherine.
This is something. Wait, this is actually quite an interesting one. Wait, I can send this.
Okay.
I can send this.
Well, Alex, we still have to try to not to keep like our Featherine things. Spoiler free.
Let's see here. Yeah, don't worry.
Who is the stronger? The answer. It's not normal power scaling question. Akasha is unquestionably but inert. Featherine is finite but functionally supreme. They don't oppose each other because they operate on different axes. If you're forced, Akasha is the existence condition. Okay, that is one interesting to see. Way to see it. So I mean, I guess just to put things simple, it should just be like an eternal stalemate between like
Akasha and Featherine's best fits. Like, she can stop time, she can write stories, she has magic, she's like omnipotent, yada yada. But the thing is that like all of her powers already exist within 1% of the Nasuverse, if not less. Like 0.01% of the power we see in the Nasuverse that like she has. So then it's a question of like if you took that power and somehow amplified it to like infinite, like, you know what I mean? Because like there are noble phantasm that can overwrite the world and layer it. There are noble phantasm that you can go back in time.
Like Marvel Phantasm. And also, sorry, Vaste, I don't want to bring this up because I know you don't like talking about it, but reality marbles.
Yeah.
I seriously, I wonder. I actually wonder. Like you said it before, but why do you hate talking about reality marbles so much?
Okay, can we all agree that like planets in like destroying a planet in Fate is like super impressive because inside a planet is like an infinite multiverse which every possibility ever exists in. Like it's infinite, I mean, so it's very impressive to destroy a planet.
It's like, I mean,
and you really can't do it. I think I don't think anybody has ever destroyed like Earth.
I mean, okay. And also we have like the flipping ultimate ones.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And also, like, I have a question. Okay,
Like,
how would you scale like the group hierarchy in like Fate in Type Moon?
I mean,
So I would just put it like this. So like at the top we
we're-
have the ultimate ones,
Mhm.
then the grand servants.
no, I would say archetype Earth.
I'm going by groups, not just individuals. So the ultimate ones, like archetype Earth, the types. So archetype type Earth, type Moon, type Oort, type Venus, type Mars, all that jizz. So we have so the types, then the grand servants, then I don't know if I like either like the Lost Belt Kings or the Fantasy Trees. The beasts.
Yeah.
And then the demon god pillars.
makes
Demon
sense.
God. Yeah.
And
But then
also,
also, can I ask something? Doesn't like how many noble phantasm does Solomon have again?
he has like 10, and also we count Solomon as like
Like, isn't
a
some of
grand
them like
servant.
going back in time?
He is a
Doesn't
grand
he have like time travel and shit?
Yeah, well, also Solomon, even though he is a grand servant, he isn't even the strongest grand servant.
Yeah,
That would be
I know.
Logris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, I haven't played JP, so all I know is just I don't know exactly what Lorgus does. I only know that she is the strongest grand servant, and by that, and also by that logic, she should also be like the strongest servant that is possible to summon.
Yeah. I don't know, like it's very weird because like if you take like this like because in the moon cell there's like like the reverse side of the world I think exists without in the moon cell, so there are things like
So
infinite universes there, infinite possibilities, like it's boundless inside of
okay,
there, but that's
every
also like
servant
just like another
that
planet,
is
so I don't know.
summoned in the moon cell is like 8D-ish, or like
Yeah, pretty much, which is super impressive. Like that, like, and also another thing I think a lot of people get misconstrued is the fact that like Nasu was like actually like a scientist before this. He was like a physician, so
was he?
he knows
I
about
didn't know
like
that.
dimensional theory.
I didn't know that either.
No, he actually knows. No, he actually know like dimensional theory, so he actually works that into his story. And if you read especially like extra and CC, like it's very apparent.
Well,
Yeah, so it's like
the only moon cell shenanigans I have consumed is just it's the extra lost encore and like the first like flame poem arc of Umbral Star, and also the Seraph event in FGO.
I've seen basically everything except for Extella Link, but well played.
Okay,
But yeah.
yeah.
and also okay, Alex,
Mhm.
what tier of like reality marble would you say the Lost Belts are?
I mean,
Because yes, the Lost Belts are reality marbles that are
I think
projected by the fantasy trees.
I would argue like they are able to like bring back an entire like pruned history. Like I would argue that is quite impressive
Yeah,
personally.
I would say the Lost Belts
And
are like the
possibly
higher
maybe
tiers of
replace
like
current,
reality
right?
marbles.
Yeah.
So I would go from like okay, let's go with like Atlas, which is like the only fully matured tree.
Mhm.
It's basically just spawned uh two separate like layers of like
Mhm.
of a flipping country or like thing. Lost Belt trademark. We both have like the Atlantis, and then we have
Olympus,
and then
yeah.
we have Olympus. So if
Yeah, like,
and also the fact that
Yeah.
Lost Belt 5 spoilers,
I
you
don't
can
know.
move forward a bit. Uh, Okay, Alex, I think you. Well, I think you know what I'm what I'm about. What I was gonna say about Atlas.
Yeah.
So yeah, they. Would you say that
Yeah.
they are on the same level as like a marble phantasm, or just slightly below the marble phantasm?
Uh,
The heiress of the Ryogi family, Shiki Ryogi, belonging to the Demon Hunter organization, is a special case. Shiki Ryogi was fated to be erased by the counterforce before birth due to having the origin of. However, Ryogi used specific methods to prevent this from happening. Her third personality, born from the body Shiki Ryogi, can be said to be directly connected to the root because of her origin, and she can even be called the root itself. While Shiki Ryogi can see the root with her mystic eyes of death perception, Shiki Ryogi can go even deeper, connecting to where all cause and effect being begin, and everything and nothing exists.
Yeah, so so that's essentially what her third personality is. Like she becomes the root, and as you guys can see, like she has total control. Like she can like as long as something exists and can add yeah.
So now, how would we compare? Okay, so
This is
okay, so
also like with
now
the
back to like
abstract,
back to
yes.
like lost belts. Like, where compared to like the marble phantasm would you put lost belts? Would you put it
Okay,
I don't know,
let
but
me.
Marble Phantasms override.
Mhm.
which also I mean, like, I mean,
Yeah, but
I wouldn't
like
be too
read this
surprised
for
if like
example. Like read what I just
lost
said.
belts them if like lost belts are like marble phantasms. Okay, Shikiryogi claims the
I
ability
mean,
Huh?
to do anything she wishes, as being connected to it makes her an equivocal existence, and she has an equivalence to a transcendence of abstract level of existence. She claims restructuring the laws governing atomic matter, going back in time to change the evolution and development of all life, and reconstructing the orders and laws of the world would be easy for her to
She
accomplish.
essentially says that she can she can easily just reconstruct like infinity pretty much, and that's kind of ridiculous
Yeah,
because the
Geria
Earth is
wishes
multiple.
he was her.
Yeah, do you guys see how ridiculous this gets? Like this is like
Yeah.
abstract level of transcendence.
Okay, now
This is like even beyond what we understand as transcendence. Like this
yeah,
is so stupid.
and also well after we finish
It's
like the
so
lost
dumb.
belt the like there's like a tree discussion. It's like
mhm.
okay, so just to like what level of reality marble is a lost belt?
I, what's the deal with Marble Fantasy specifically that they were for elementals and
I mean, Marble Phantom
like
isn't like more, isn't like more. Okay, well, I might be a bit like out of the loop, so I think you could go. I'm pretty like was, if I remember correctly, Marble Phantoms is like the origin
Do you
of
guys
like
even know
reality
what Marble
marbles.
Phantasms do? No, no,
From
no.
what I understood, it like
What reality
Marble
marbles
Phantasm
do
is
is
just
they
like
cast a world upon the world. But what Marble Phantasms does is they
completely
rewrite the
override
world,
it.
which is infinitely more impressive.
yeah.
Okay, so from that, I mean, Lost Belt sounds more like Marble Phantasms than reality marbles.
Phantasms, if I know it correctly. I think only
Yeah.
like that apostle, only that apostle ancestors have access to Marble Phantasms. I think Arquid is the only one,
Yeah,
or maybe
Uh,
like some of the ancient. I don't know.
Millennium Castle Brunstund.
uh,
Uh,
b- uh,
thank
like
you, FGO.
in Kagetsutoya, it is specified at least in the Kagetsutoya. What's called like what's called the books that were released at some point that give information on the media. They are defined as its ability possessed by elementals, which are the central type of the natural world. As such, I'd argue that like it is kind of specified that those elementals have access to them, which would be, for example, the true ancestors.
Okay, yeah. And
Okay,
only to present more evidence of
okay,
this,
so I
in
guess
Kano
that
Kokai,
okay, that can be. So I guess that like Lost Belt are just that Lost Belts are like as close to a marble phantasm a reality marble can get without being a marble phantasm.
Yeah.
Like
Wait, I'm
Vad
actually
säger
pull this up. No, but that's the only reason, like, why Artbird can do it, because she can overwrite the world, and the world, like, overwriting the world in Fate is such like a divine feat that it's pretty much like. I think when she uses it, like in Tsukihime remake, I think it just flat out like fucking shatters everything. Like it's so overpowered because she like
like
it's transcendent. It's like
I'm just
the way I see
okay, go on.
the difference between the two is marble phantasms are kind of like, since you are a sensor for the world, you're basically a part of it, right? You can like
yeah,
the world gives you permission to like, hey, you can do this thing, you can change a little bit here, like that's kind of it, right? Reality marble is doing it forcibly, and thus I would argue they were more into the reality marble category. Then, and that's why reality marbles usually have a limited amount of time on them.
Yeah. Which,
yeah,
if I
I don't
remember
know.
correctly, like the
Is this
Lost
further
Belt-
expanded upon in Tsukihime remake?
Maybe a little bit. This is my perception, like what I've understood of that, right? So maybe like, but I'm going kind of off. I'd send this to you. Ola, how much do you care about Tsukihime spoilers?
I'll try to keep myself as spoilers free as possible, so you could just DM it to.
Okay, then I'll send this to Vasta in DMs.
Send it to me. Okay, what is this?
This is in the Kagetsu Toya, what's it called?
No, but you know, as it says, it's basically it's basically like you can do whatever you want because the world is like in the palm of your hands. Like you're an architect to the world. You can do anything you want in it. Like, and that's the thing. Like as Shiro says, in Unlimited Blade Works, I create a world. But like I create a world on top of this world that exists, and that's essentially what a marble or what is called reality marble is. Like, you cast a world upon it, but a marble phantasm is like fuck that. I'm actually like rearranging the existing world,
Reshaping the
which
world
is
itself.
infinite.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so it's
right.
it's
So, yeah, no.
So in that case, it's like a lost belt is like a limbo between what a reality marble and a marble phantasm.
Actually, no, I haven't played like FGO to that. I actually don't know. Do you know, Alex?
I'd argue like they are like if Ola asked to find them as reality marbles, and I think they're reality marbles, but they are very close to. In the sense, I put them as reality marbles that can affect the world should they reach a condition.
Yeah. Yes.
And like permanently change it.
Well. So it's like lost belts. And also by an extent, like fantasy trees are just the peakest of reality, the toppest of the highest rank of reality marble.
I'd argue so, yeah. I mean, since they can affect their effects can permanently like affect the world. I'd argue so, yeah.
Yeah, and also okay, so
Yeah.
okay, no, another thing, like how would you compare? Like, let's go back to like Void Shiki. How would you compare like her
Oh
to like
my god. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
to like
No,
other
but also
boundless
this is
entities,
actually
such as
proof
like
of it. I sent it in the chat, but yeah.
such as I mean like other boundless like I mean like the one entity I would just say that like she would be like the closest comparison to would be like Azathoth. Though
What the fuck is that?
okay, though I haven't like one of the outer like Azathoth was just like argued to be like arguably like the strongest character in fiction.
But what is the strongest? Because this is the issue. Like when you get to Boundless, this is also what I try to argue. Like for example, like
Boundless are really hard to
Featherwing has
scale.
time stopping abilities and stuff, but so does Cheeky. Like
Yeah.
these are characters that have everything. Then yeah,
also,
like
it's also
all
like
of
the
these
same,
characters
like,
have
I
like
mean, all of like
everything.
how we scale them with like like okay, scaling boundless shit's like heck, even like the Scarlet King, the one above all, the fucking Orcheus.
I get that, but I think the interesting part about the Nosverse is that there's so much information about the Boundless. Like even here, like she can essentially go and rearrange infinite universes by like lifting her finger, and that's like not actually it's Like she is omnipotent in the same way as Federine is. Like you know what I mean. So
And
and she
also, like-
also has access to every single noble phantasm, every single true magic, every reality marble, every marble phantasm, every probably archetype. Like she's omnipotent. Like everything in the
Also,
Gnostiverse and
another
more that
thing-
exists, she has power to. So think about every like stupid ability in the Gnostiverse, like Kiara running back in time, like in Shuni style. Like
and then we
everything
have,
she has access
and then
to.
there also like someone who has like endless 9 as a reality
And she
marble.
has mystic eyes of death perception.
That also comes with a pet demon dragon. But I'm not going to.
Yeah,
One
no,
thing I
it's
want to quickly
insane.
add
I'm not.
is
I'm not
Yeah.
going to be like too specific because it's Samurai Remnant spoilers. But
yeah. But one thing I want to add is the after reading a bit of like what you sent here, I also remembered to say the fact that essentially I think just on the featherwheel discussion as like
Yeah.
I think
So
it's
basically,
kind
like,
of essentially this like I think this basically scale very similarly as for the purposes of like she is essentially the in the same slot as Wojciki is for Umineko, as
Yeah.
Wojciki is in
and then
where they
also,
both essentially are connected to the source of all things.
we also have like Azathoth, which
Shiki
is
is
like
the source of all things. I
Yeah.
guess that's the difference. Like
Well,
Shiki is the
that's
root.
what I mean with that as well. Because if she's the writer, so she's the source of all of it, right?
okay.
Like,
Okay. Let's
in
go
that
for like with like as okay. Then we have Azathoth.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
and-
do not know how Azathoth scales. Do I have a description of that?
I mean, Azathoth is generally considered to be like the strongest, or like one of the strongest, like characters in fiction.
Mhm.
So basically,
Okay.
it's a blind idiot god who is like who who is just forced to just stay asleep, but because if he wakes up, everything will go flipping haywire. Okay, so
Okay.
okay, so it has
How?
he has like control of like the very okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, so Azathoth's Wikipedia page. Fix. I'm just trying to just find things of like Azathoth. Of like how I know Azathoth is. Okay, so source versus battle wikis. His powers and stats is his powers. He has like I need more text. I can't. Okay, so it's like
Take your time.
okay, so just
Don't
his stats is like attack has hyper verse to outer, omnipresent speed, immeasurable lifting strength, outverse.
Yeah, but he's already lower. He's already lower.
He yeah, but I guess it's just his
Because
all
outer version
in.
is not boundless. And also if they have a speed count that's not infinite, it's irrelevant in my opinion.
Yeah, he also
Because
has
they need
speed
infinite speed in order
omnipresent.
to be omnipotent.
He has omnipresent speed. It's just
Okay, good.
it's just everything that happens in like the Cthulhu mythos is just Azathoth's dream. So like if he wakes up, then everything ends. Everything that happens is just in his dream. That's Azathoth.
Yeah, so I'm reading through Federine's like I don't know, I'm reading through Federine's like wiki right now, and you know she has very impressive stats. I'm just trying to like I haven't read like Umineko, so I'm just trying to like fucking
Also, it's like
when they say that like this is so stupid. It's like she's reborn every time she dies from boredom that kills witches. What the fuck does that mean?
I mean, yeah,
The concept of life and death has no meaning for characters
okay,
such as
Alex,
Federine.
how
Their
do
true
we?
selves act as the pillar of the universe and resides in another plane of existence. But doesn't that mean that the universe is her limit? Or huh? The fuck? Like
Yeah, Featherine, she is a bit complicated.
No, I just don't get it. It's like because existence and the universe are like two different things, I think.
We need two to create a universe.
True.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think because I'm pretty sure that the Featherbean can like jump between universes. I don't think that's something crazy for her to do, right?
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
like
no,
out reverse.
okay, so okay,
She,
I think I have to bring that scene up.
there is a character that has the ability to like.
I'm pretty sure it's like a category of which it's like Voyager witches that can jump between universes. Yes.
Yeah, and she's a tier above that.
Yeah. And also like
So
Voyagers,
it's
Voyagers can like create their own universes and yeet at each other like they are just fucking like frisbees.
yeah.
Wait, does this happen in Neko? What the fuck?
But, like, don't worry about this.
Don't worry about it.
Sounds like this sounds crazy. You're gonna read Mineko and you go, "What the fuck are these guys talking about?" And then you're gonna be like, "Okay, actually,
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Like, but like, I think it's very hard to scale stuff when like other people aren't fully aware of them.
It's like
in
I
a
mean it's
sense.
like also
Like no shit is to anyone here, right? But like,
it's like
I can scale Azathoth, right?
Yeah, same thing. Like I know enough about Azathoth to
Yeah.
like have a general grasp of him, but I haven't read that much Lovecraft. Oh well, I haven't read any Lovecraft, so though I
Yeah.
do know like from like my unhealthy amount of time that I spend on like power scaling subs.
Mhm.
That I mean the
Okay.
that the Cthulhu mythos, like Lovecraft mythos, is like one of the most powerful verses in fictions, alongside like the Nasu verse and like the Umineko verse.
But I have a question though. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I don't know if this is fucking spoilers or anything, but I like is Featherine technically a spoiler because everybody knows about her, and like if you read Umineko for the first time, I think it's like a spoiler, but like I feel like everybody fucking knows about this character, and since she's like so ridiculously broken, like how can she have an impact on the story? Maybe I'm crazy, but like
I mean,
I
I don't think it's.
think you want to know. I
I
will
mean,
say
like
that
her powers aren't that spoiled. It's just her role is like her role in the story. Okay. I can say it like this. It's like her role in the
It's spoiled, but we
story
gotta finish this
makes her nonsensical powers actually make sense.
yes. She is by far not a major character until she kind of is. But she's
She's like always
kind of in a sense.
She's like
I
always
put her
there.
kind of like Void Sheik in a sense.
She's like always there.
No, but
except
the
she
issue is that
isn't.
like a void cheek is boundless, and this is described as like high outer verse level. Like this is not boundless. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
I don't even know if this is multiverse. Like I don't know because boundless is the highest, and then outerversal, multiversal comes like before that.
Yes,
So
correct.
I'm just trying to like, but maybe they've like done it wrong because I feel like she would be boundless by the amount of shit she can do.
I mean, yeah,
But like also,
she
Alex,
is boundless, but she is
read this
also
I sent you. Like, what does this mean? Resides in the highest layers of existence, possibly the one right before the kingdom of God, where her true self resides. What the fuck does that mean?
She's
I don't know.
on
I
a
don't know
plane
how.
quite higher than
I
other
don't.
things.
I don't know. It's like
That's
okay.
the only thing I
I'm
can quite
gonna.
say. Like,
I'm gonna. Okay. Okay. Well, we'll just
So
put it like
she's on a
this.
higher
It's like okay. We can't describe it without spoiling some major plot points of Umineko.
yes.
Let's just leave it at that.
Seriously?
Yes, we
Dude,
can't.
this shit makes no sense to me.
It's
I'm
like
like, what the
that
fuck am I reading?
I mean, we
Yeah, you
can't.
haven't read the about it.
I mean, it's like yeah, we can't elaborate on it without spoiling some major plot points.
How is this major? I feel like the second Featherine is introduced in the story, I feel like it turns BS because like, how can you have stakes in a story with a girl who's this powerful? You know what I mean? Like, if you watch Fate Stay Night and Void Shiki is barges in through the door, I'm like, well, GG's, it's over.
Well,
like, you know what I mean?
here's the thing.
Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do about this?
Here's the thing. Okay, well,
Dude, I
okay.
gotta read Umineko.
It's like
You
I
got
mean, it's
that.
just her role in the story.
You
Actually,
have to be with me, Cobra.
it's like I mean,
Okay,
I mean, it's like here's the thing. Like her role in the story actually makes it make sense. Just Ryukishi writes her in a way so that it actually it's just okay. Yeah, that actually works.
This is kind of why, but I get it. Okay.
Like,
Okay.
I'll say
The
believe in
difference
it for now,
between
but yeah, like
yeah. Okay. The difference between the human world and the higher domains is described as being meaningless to her.
Yep.
Okay,
Correct.
what is the human world and why? What are the higher domains? Like, is
I
that
don't,
boundless or is
Alex.
that just
I
like a
don't
layered
think.
universe that's
I don't know if
stronger? Like,
I don't
what
know
is
if we
this?
can explain it without spoiling.
like a lot of how
Like,
Universe universe functions is very tied to like
It's very tied to like
it's
the
tied to a lot of the mystery. So in that sense, it's kind of a bit hard to talk about it.
It's hard to
I'm
talk.
very sorry. We are trying our best here, Basta.
It's really hard to
Like,
talk about.
yeah,
I know
I'm trying
it
to
will
power
sound
scale
like
and I'm getting a fucking lobotomy. But...
it sounds like we are talking. It from the sound it's like it sounds like we are like
No, I get it. I
downplaying
get it. I
Featherine
get
a
it.
lot, but it's really hard to explain just how truly powerful she is without spoiling the whole thing.
No, but like, how more powerful can you be than like fucking being omnipotent? That's what I'm trying to get at.
I
Like
mean,
what?
it's
Like, what is the limit to her power? There has to be one.
uh,
like
I mean, it's like
the way you limit her is like how you interpret the universe. Is
it's
the way
just
I'd argue.
it's
And
like
like
it's like just author's authority.
What is she rated as? Wait, let me actually see this.
I'm pretty sure
What is her
I'm
power
pretty sure she's
scaling?
rated as
one
like a
edit,
tier
right?
0. She's rated as a tier
It's
0.
on a high A. Is that out reversal or
Yeah,
is that the step
tier
before?
0 is the highest you can be rated. She's rated as a tier 0.
Yeah, so she's almost on. As I said.
Tier 0 is like boundless. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, back to like fate scaling.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
So we went on a bit of like a Mineko tangent. We apologize
Yeah,
for
yeah.
that.
Sorry.
no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
So okay, so we have talked about like the heroics. Now on the other hand, like Magi. How would you scale like the Magi?
The thing with like magus in Titan is like they are very like it depends on the magus, right? We have shit like Shinji, like who's
Weak.
completely ass, and then we have like Aoko, and that's night and day, right?
And then also we have like true magic users, like Selrich.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is that like true magic is like a percentage of the root, like it's nothing. It's just the effect of touching it. Like the effects of touching the root are like infinite. Like being able to like control, accelerate, manipulate time, like infinite amount of power you can just draw from the root. Like it's infinite. Like there's no question about it. You can like draw how much you want. And then there's like pathways via the second and like first. So it's like yeah.
It's like okay,
Like even touching the root and deriving your gates from them is like infinite. Like it's ridiculous the amount of power that's in there.
Though I don't know how much powered up did Wodime get from just. Do you think Wodime would be like as powerful as he was like outside of his lost belt, or if it's just
No,
inside his lost belt?
it is very specified that his power is entirely because he's in the Lost Belt.
Yeah.
He was strong outside of it, yes.
Yeah.
But in the Lost Belt, he's able to rival like
even Zeus,
like
who is like arguably even like the strong, and also the fact that how you remember how powerful Zeus was in Olympus. He was nerfed because he was heavily nerfed.
Yeah.
Because he spent
But again,
like
that means Volume also fought against a heavily nerfed version, but like
he's and even that heavily nerfed version required the summon of a grand servant.
Yeah. So like if we look at it like this, like it makes sense. Like I think Vodheim is specifically powerful because of the Lost Belt he's in. And that's why he himself picked that Lost Belt, right?
Yeah. And also, well, he if we don't there is another one who is stronger than Wodime outside of the Lost Belt. I mean, just in any Lost Belt, not that isn't restricted to his own Lost Belt.
Yeah, Gordolf, of course.
Not not Goff. Okay, okay, like almost like, well, though I don't know how to like describe it without like spoiling Lost Belt 7.
I see. Well, we'll get to that when we get to
Though
that.
you haven't,
I'm
you
two
need to
lost
be
belts
lost
away.
belt 4. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
scaling in general becomes ridiculous once we get to lost belt 7. Such as
I'm terrified. I'm very terrified.
sadly,
For reference, Vasta, I'm currently on lost belt 6. So it's we've been progressing.
Peak, right?
It is very good so far. I won't complain with it, but it's very, very good so far. But yes.
Yeah.
okay. Anyway,
Okay, good.
where was we? Lost belts,
Of course.
lost belt shenanigans again.
Yes.
Let me actually search.
Okay, so just
Let me actually search this one.
and another thing with just servants in general is just it feels like just scaling fate is a mess even if you know about it.
Yeah. Like, Nasu loves doing this thing where he puts the strongest thing possible against the weakest thing possible, but it's the one circumstance where the weakest thing wins.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of feats where, like, for example, characters that shouldn't realistically win over someone, right?
Like, for example, it's just let's just take the class.
Yeah,
like,
that's actually
Gilgamesh
true. That's a
versus
good point.
Shiro.
That's a good.
What's that? Sorry, could you
Huh?
repeat yourself? I didn't hear because I was speaking.
Okay, so
With me?
No, Ola.
okay, let's
said
take
something
this
at the
one.
same time.
Like, it's like Gilgamesh versus Shiro. Like, Gilgamesh
Yeah.
should on paper have just whooped the shit out of Shiro, but it just for one, like, we have like unlimited blade works that specifically hard counters Gate of Babylon.
Yeah, but like,
But also on the other
I'm sorry,
side,
Gil is a fraud. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gil is also a
Like-
jobber. It just he was just too fucking cocky. If he wasn't as cocky, if he actually locked the fuck in, Hollow Araxia wouldn't have happened.
If and when, but never is. Like, this guy is
Yeah.
like,
However-
I think he's absolutely strong, but he isn't using it. Like,
Yeah. True. Like if another if we go for like with it in instances where he actually locks the fuck in, like Triple C.
Yeah.
And like Triple C, Babylonia, and like one more I'm not gonna say. But
Okay.
yeah, if you go by instance, I mean, yeah, Gilgamesh, he is a beast. He's like the strongest like regular heroic spirit.
Yeah, no.
Plus,
Yeah.
he is
He's also
also
like-
he is also a grand servant.
Yeah.
He's grand
But
archer.
yeah, like,
well,
I-
naked Gilgamesh, funnily enough, is a grand archer.
But yeah,
Wait,
like,
what?
Yes, I'm not
He's
even
naked.
kidding. Naked Gilgamesh. Look it up. I will send a screenshot from FGO Wiki.
Dude, yeah.
But yeah, I think, like, when you consider that, like, not the thing that I said before, that like a lot of time moon matchups are the gun that kills specifically X versus the impossible undefeatable X, and it's, you know, like,
Yeah.
so a lot of feats are very hard to consider, right? Like, you could think, oh yeah, what's it called?
Yeah.
Shiro wins over Gilgamesh, so Shiro wins over, no, not really, right? And that's kind of where the hard part of it is.
Yeah, but it's also like we talk about like things in Fate like not making sense. Like, wasn't there also like Gay Bolg versus Saber and she dodged it somehow?
yeah. And Gable is basically like his
Luck, it's luck. It's based on
guys.
luck.
Yeah, I know,
Also,
but
yeah.
Tsubame Gaishi as well.
Okay, well, anyway, here it is. Here is the naked.
Oh my god, don't get me started on fucking Assassin versus Saber in UW. Oh my god.
Wait,
She walked forward, okay? She walked forward.
Oh yeah, that.
She bent his sword 2 centimeters.
Fuck,
It was the deciding factor.
I can't find my screenshots. File folder. Okay.
Yeah.
Gallery. Like,
The time Saber outscaled Infinity. Dude, I love that. It's so
but
stupid.
here,
It's
and
so
also
stupid.
Tsubame Gaishi is. It's not the actual second magic. It's just on par with the second magic. And also, yes, naked Gilgamesh is real.
You know what that means? Like it exists in every like future, pretty much. Like, it's crazy. Like, it exists in every parallel universe. and she managed to somehow like outspeed that. It's like insane. It's like
Yeah.
It was
she
meant. It was
outsped
meant. Okay, the average was wrong.
Yeah.
It's like,
Dude, yeah, dude.
and
It's so
also,
stupid.
yes, this is real.
I don't think he's naked. I think he's wearing pants.
Yeah, he's wearing trousers, but he is called Naked Gilgamesh or Gilgamesh Naked.
I think this is false advertisement. He should take them off. Anyway,
Anyway,
Yeah, this
he's also
false
the Grand
advertisement.
Archer.
it makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know how he scales to like Solomon. If you scale to Solomon, if you go or like Orchibalba.
Wait, actually, what are Solomon's noble phantasms? I want to check this.
Okay, I'm
Like, what are all the?
I got you. I'm on a FGO wiki right now. Okay, where the fuck is he? Okay, there he is. Okay, so the enemy is Solomon. Okay, now let's go. Okay, I'm just in the boss version of Solomon. Okay, so he's noble. It's just Ars Almandel Solomonis. Is like he has like Ars Nova, Ars Almandel Solomonis. I'm trying to think. It's been such a long time since I read Solomon.
Yeah,
What I found interesting is that like we can all agree that like Fate has some like wacky powers inside of it,
Yeah.
right? Like
I
we
don't
have
thi-
like
I
the
don't thi- I
second
don't think
magic,
we
we have
even tried to
the fifth magic.
Taiga Hanafuda
we have-
dimension.
What?
Do you guys know about the Taiga Hanafuda reality marble?
No, I don't.
What?
This was
Dude,
parodies.
what?
I'm not actually counting. But it's
The parodies are
No,
canon.
no, it's
Everything is
canon.
canon.
You know, everything in the Nosverse is canon, so
Even
you can pull it up.
even fan
okay.
Pull it
So
up.
she's
canon.
supposed to be the strongest servant, as long as your opponent doesn't know how to play Hanafuda.
Wait, send it to me. Send it to me. Can
Okay,
you
so
do
it's,
it?
I can straight up describe it like flat out. This is from the joke game mode that is in Fate Holotaraxia, where you play as Taiga and her master Ilya.
Yeah.
It is a reality marble which forces you and your opponent to fight in Hanafuda instead of like, and that is the only thing allowed. And if you win, you win. Like
Yeah.
you win the Grail War using this.
Okay, so I can read it from the Type Moon wiki.
Like really fucking good at it.
Okay, I can read from the Type Moon wiki about Solomon's power during his lifetime. Solomon.
No, I'm just interested in the noble phantasms. Like, what does the conceptual noble phantasm does?
It doesn't say. It just said the name of his noble phantasm. It's just Ars. Okay, now it's going of like Ars Nova. Ars Nova. The time of
it's the one where he gives up his powers.
He's the one who let go of the world. Like,
yeah,
it's the first noble phantasm. It's the crystallization of legend, which Solomon returned his rings to heaven of his own will. And the only act he performs as a human hero, the noble phantasm possessed by the true Solomon and not by Getia. A poem of farewell, which let's go. Upon activation, he returns God's gift back to the heavens and loses his clairvoyance. The effects is Solomon's death. In other words, self-destruction of the 72 demon gods. It's a fail-safe designer for the case in which Magecraft has become.
Okay. I think I can just kind of summarize this very quickly. Ars Nova, give up all of your powers in case magic becomes evil and kill yourself. It is basically a counter if he goes evil.
It's just a fail-safe self-destruct.
Okay, but actually,
the second one, Ars Paulina.
Yeah. But that's the question.
Okay.
No, but I'm just interested. Yeah, because because we can agree that like when it becomes like boundless, like Akasha being boundless, and stuff, like it can achieve pretty much anything. Like, that's probably relative. But like the question is, do you think Federine, like if you took every single power in the Nosverse as we know it now and pitted it against her, do you think she would come out victorious? Like if we took the fifth magic with 1,000 noble phantasms,
okay, well,
including
if we
time warping, reality marbles, like
if
if
we
we
put
pitted everything we
everything,
know against her, do you think she still would come out on top? Because that's a factor we have to
she's a
counter in.
witch and she's
Because
still like
that's a reality.
because she's still like weak to Endless Nine, and there is a noble phantasm that there is a reality marble that's also basically
We don't know if
Endless
she
Nine.
is weak to Endless 9.
But there is
It's
someone that
Endless
is there
Nine.
is someone that basically has Endless, a kind of cracked version of Endless Nine. Is
Yeah,
just
but we don't know if it works on her. That's the thing.
okay. So okay, Alex,
Like-
how do you explain Endless Nine without?
Basically, the anything that you stack knowledge does not affect you.
Wait, is this in Fate or Umineko?
Umineko. But it's like
both,
because
I guess.
because there is like
But
okay,
it's
no,
not
I can
Umineko,
try to
yeah.
describe like a puppet playground, which is like the noble phantasm that is like Endless Nine. So basically, what it does, it completely shuts down any servant who isn't a historical figure or a real person, who isn't like a real
Shit,
real person.
wait, is this a noble phantasm in Fate? Wait, which noble phantasm is this? Who has it?
Who has it? It's puppet play. It's called Puppet's Playground.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to like because even like if we take something really conceptual like this, like for example,
And also,
if
I
we're
still
saying
find
that
it
like we
funny.
did
The funny thing is with like this noble phantasm, it's simultaneously both one of the strongest noble phantasms and also the single weakest noble phantasm.
you guys have to like because there's so many concepts in Fate that are so ridiculous. Like for example,
And also,
what if we
another thing is like I actually do think that Puppet Playground would actually shut down Featherine.
no, but I'm just trying to do like
And just
wait,
it would
I'm
just
going to frame it like
shut
this, okay?
down
Because if
Featherine
we're
and just turn her
talking,
into like Ikuko.
yeah. No. I just want to say it like this. Okay, so for example, like, would Featherine be able to handle this? We take Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception. We slap the two, like, we slap Mystic Eyes of Depth Perception with Hassan,
like-
Grand Assassin's Noble Phantasm,
I mean,
which inflicts, you know, the
mortality.
concept of death upon a being. And then we take some of Gilgamesh Anti-Immortality Noble Phantasm, and then we strap that to Supercharged BB, which activates like the Gate of Babylon. Like you have to like imagine every single noble phantasm being used at once, and then you strap that with Shakespeare's I rewrite the story that every pain will be inflicted on you. Like you have to think about every single noble phantasm being used at once.
Yeah, and also like again.
Like, do you guys get how ridiculous that power is? And
Yeah.
that's even just a fraction of it. Like. So let's just take Gilgamesh as the vessel. Like, okay, he can use every single noble phantasm in the Nasuverse. So if he and
With an
Featherine
exception,
starts
like-
to race, he can just like
He
pull
can't-
out
he
Achilles and
can't-
be like, I'll outspeed you by a concept now. Like, it's ridiculous.
His strongest noble phantasm is Enuma El is Ea. And I don't know if
Yeah, but then like that's also like super ridiculous because he destroys like multiverses and stuff, and like I think Kiara was.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, it's super. It's like outerverse, so it's super ridiculous. Like, but yeah,
It's
what I'm
basically
just trying to get
tears the entire fabric of
across
reality.
is the fact that like with all the combinations of noble phantasm that exist just in Fate in general, don't you think there's a combination that could get Featherine?
Yes.
Because I think,
Yes.
like, imagine taking
I
the
think-
sets
I
and
think
strapping
just-
Hassan's noble phantasm on that. Like, what are you supposed to do about it?
I mean, I think Puppet Playground alone will just completely shut down Featherine.
Maybe that's the thing. Like, it's so ridiculous because all of these are also like conceptual. So it's like I'm strapping Gay Ball with Hassan's total death, and then I strap like five
Mystic Eye, and,
or
and
like
also, and also
5,000
have like the
more.
wielder like have Mystic Eyes of Death.
And then we take like a marble phantasm, add it. Like you can just pretty much stack every power you want and like pit it against her. And you could even take fucking Angramonio's noble phantasm and slowly drain her of life in an extended battle.
Though, okay, speaking of Angramanyu, let's bring this little guy up because we know that the Angramanyu we have is nerfed to the ground.
Yeah, that's true.
And also, he's like a potential man, if you catch my drift.
No, he was able to pretty much single-handedly kill Saber. Just with his noble phantasm.
Yeah, because also now that's going to be like it's this how it works in Grand Order. It's like a counter that does true damage.
Yeah, I'm just saying that like if you took
So that it
if you took
ignores any
everything you
type
know
of
about noble
defense.
phantasm and just pitted them against like I think like anybody in fiction would have a pretty hard time against it.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
think everybody would be like, I don't want to have like an outwritten out of story 5 times billion over insta-death attacks that exist in every single parallel universe at the same time, which is also like it's so ridiculous to the point where it's like I don't even know how I scale this because like how do you scale like a Gate of Babylon with every single like top 1,000 most powerful noble phantasms?
And also,
Like it's
well,
so ridiculous.
on the point of Gate of Babylon, here is
It's so
here's
stupid.
the craziest thing about Gate of Babylon.
Mhm.
Dude's treasury is so vast that he has never used the same noble phantasm twice.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like it's so stupid. Like, and he still has like different layers of immortality. Like you
Yeah,
have so many
he also has like his
anti-immortality in these
armor, which is like
universe.
high divinity. I don't know exactly what rank it is, but very high rank divinity.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And he also has a shield that can block pretty much anything. He also has
yeah,
Enkidu, which
yeah.
and
It's rough, man. It's
then
rough. Like
and that's
It's
not
rough.
even to bring up like Aya, his
No,
trump card.
like so many stupid shit, and then it's like also like Featherwing would have to like react to like a fucking onslaught of like a million noble phantasm thrown at her like each millifraction
Oh yeah,
second, and
also
all of this would have different
oh yeah, shit,
powers.
I completely forgot about Mahapraya.
Yeah, so it's like she would have to register like fucking like
Okay,
12,000 noble phantasms, all with different like anti-immortality effects and like time warping. Like true, like there's so much shit where I'm like, I don't even know how you would quantify this. And then if she somehow manages to kill the person anyway, you can just Kiara tool force
guts.
run back in time and
Oh
start
yeah, also
over. Like there's no end to this
Alex,
battle.
okay, okay, did you
yeah.
forget about God Hand? Remember God
Yeah,
Hand?
also that, like you can
God
just
Hand.
resurrect endlessly. Like
Yeah,
you can just like, yeah, I don't
and also
know.
like
And you also become
and also
immune
Ort.
to that attack, don't you?
Yeah, no,
What you're killed
I
by?
don't
Am I
remember exactly.
crazy?
I don't remember exactly how God Hand work, but it also we also have
No, I'm just
Ort who
saying
can,
that there's a lot of stupid noble
and then
phantasms.
also we have Ort who can just straight up shut down resurrection. Like people die if they are killed,
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
just a lot, man.
and then also
And I, like the thing is that like
I don't even
maybe
think that there is like I don't know unless I'm like out biking, but I'm pretty sure that like composite Nosiverse is just I don't even know how like it scales to like more like Marvel or like DC or Seal in French, uh, the Cthulhu mythos,
yeah, I don't know. But also, like
or
technically,
like
the Cthulhu
so
also
on.
exists within the Gnostiverse, and they are
But
like omnipotent
however,
multiversal. So it's
I mean, yeah, they do exist as like foreigner servants, but they are nerfed to the ground.
are they? But isn't that because
Yes,
they're like limited by a servant? I don't think they are the
yeah,
real thing. I don't
there are
know.
no pure Cthulhu. They are just limited. Okay, so
What are your thoughts about this, Alex? Though, do you get where I'm coming from with the whole
Yeah,
noble
I get what you're
phantasm thing,
saying. I'm
though?
just trying to see what I can think of about this. I think like
That's just a fraction of it. Like she will have to deal with all of that as like a 1% thing. Like if she
yeah,
can't get past that, she has no hope of
and also
getting
she has
past
to deal
anything
with
else.
like
So it's
all the
like,
composite. Wait, I wonder. Oh wait, does so I guess that the roots of Void Cheeky also has the combined power of all ultimate ones and slash emperor.
yeah, I
yeah, I
guess
don't
so.
know.
Like the two possibilities I think of is no, this kid's Featherine is able to somehow negate this immediately. That's the two timelines I kind of see here.
Yeah, and
And by
also
negate, I mean something like
Yeah,
severs the connection between you and the roots, or like erases the roots
if
from
she just
existence.
rewrites the whole thing so it's in her
Yeah,
favor.
I mean, I guess you could also say that like I'm immune to like noble phantasms, but then it's also like, how do you do that when you inflict the concept of death? Like,
It's like just
like because there's so many conceptual like And then also like if you just activate like Achilles Noble Phantasm, you're just like faster than her by default
Troyas
because you're the
purple.
strongest, like fastest
That's
person
the
in the
thing with like
battlefield.
Achilles. Just and also
Like I don't get it. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
we have like
And also
we
like
have
with the sets, like
Orc
would she
gods.
even be able to react? Because by the time she uses her strongest attack, she would also already be dead pretty much. Because it
Yeah,
would auto activate.
and also another thing we have. Okay, no, I'm not gonna bring up Iori into this because he is. Oh yeah, and we also have like Ritz. Oh yeah, Ritzka's shadows servant, some shadow summoning. I'm gonna say this, Ritska. Okay, now I'm just going into like other like Fate protagonists. Ritska is
Yeah.
arguably the most broken Fate protagonist. It's like Ritska has a full connection to like the Throne of Heroes and can summon like anyone at any time as a shadow servant, and the shadow servants are just as powerful and has every single quirk of like a real servant.
Well, they are very temporary.
Though they are
Yeah.
temporarily, but because they can just summon like multiple shadow servants at once, they can summon like any combination that would work in that specific fight.
Ritsuka
Yeah.
with access to infinite bank account money actually beats everything, I think.
Unlimited money works. Okay, now I'm just
If you can
thinking.
buy infinite QP, you can infinitely reach right the battle.
I'm thinking just actual. However, that thing with like the wailing, the funny thing is that is completely lore accurate because in lore, Ritska has full connection to well, at least from how I understand it, they have full connection to the throne and can summon like anyone at their max strength at like any given moment, as long as it has like any like connection to the throne. They can just, hey, can you help me out for a bit? They're like, okay, sure.
Okay,
Yeah, like
actually, I thought about something. Can I say
That's
something?
exactly
Like,
what makes
yeah,
Ritska
go
the
ahead.
most
isn't it
broken.
also like isn't it also a thing in Fate of like you can't hurt somebody unless they like you're divine? Isn't that like a thing with Hercules? Like if you don't have divinity, you just can't hurt
It's like
them. Or am
no,
I
no. It's like
crazy?
it's okay. I actually did read the like Herc fight pretty recently in Stay Night. So
Yeah,
it's like you need like a certain tier of like weapon, like
yeah. But is
a
that a
certain
noble
tier of like divine.
phantasm?
It's like no, it's like you need like divine constructs such as like Excalibur or like
Yeah,
it's like weapons and artifact like forged like by gods or like during the age of gods,
or something to
yeah,
negate it. For example,
or like
like we
something like
Shiki Tono, for example, has been shown to kill Heracles once, if I remember correctly.
yeah. And also like
yeah.
if you go by
I
like
think
if you
so.
go by like the can I don't remember like, oh yeah, how he died in like in both in the Fate route and Heaven's Field, he died to Excalibur, which is, yeah, you guess it, a divine construct. And
Archer
yeah,
was able to take like, what was it, 9 lives or
what
7 lives?
what
7 lives.
9 lives blade
Uh,
works.
no, Archer was able to take 7 lives, if I recall
No,
correctly.
Emiya took 6 lives. He has
Oh,
12.
6, okay.
Emiya
6 or
took
7.
6, and
Yeah, like,
then Rin, Shiro, and Artoria took 6. They took 6 each. No, Rin took 1, and then
yeah.
Artoria, and then Shiro, who projected a nerfed Caliburn, took 5.
Yeah.
And then again, oh yeah, that all
So,
brings me to another thing. Trace On, one of the most busted spells in the Nosiverse.
yeah, turns out having a reality model where you can recreate any weapon you've seen before is a
Yeah.
very strong thing.
Yeah, it's
Every weapon kills you.
The only thing that you can't copy with the only weapon you can't copy with a Trace On is just Aya.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can't copy, which is also why Potential Man Shiro might be the strongest Fate protagonist.
I wouldn't call him Potential Man. Bro has feats after feats, okay?
I mean,
like,
what
that's the
I
goal.
mean with like Potential Man is just Shiro. I mean, potential. What I mean with like potential is like Shiro, who has mastered Unlimited Blade Works and Trace On, might be like probably one of the strongest like humans in Nosiverse.
Yeah. That's my goat. That's what. Anything past 30, but that's my goat. But yeah. I will also say, by the way, sadly, I'm going to need to leave within the next 5 minutes or so.
Okay, so maybe you could just wrap it up here. We
should start wrapping up, I think.
This power scaling conversation was okay. So what are we going to talk about next episode? Both me
That's
and Vasta
a
had
good question.
had some suggestions, and also Vasta brought up like watch order, which like taboo. We don't talk about watch order here.
I have strong opinions on the watch order.
Okay. Oh, actually, should our next episode be about watch order?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
You need to create a YouTube channel though, Coco. I swear to God.
I have one, but
you have to make this like a fake one. We could also do this about Umineko, but then I need to read the goddamn thing. But I want to read the house.
Okay. Okay. Let's wrap it up here. Next episode, we'll talk about watch order.
Watch order, I guess. Yeah. Sure.
And now I'm stopping.